So after all the work of putting a new amplifier in this car and bypassing the factory fader, the radio has rewarded me by doing this. That was the antenna clutch, and we have nothing. But if you listen when we change channels, you can hear there's a sound from the data bus. By counting the little beeps, I noted now this has 42 volume steps. So my first suspect, since we hear sound coming from the speaker, it's probably something in the tuner. So let's take that apart and see what we get. On the 1991 cars, the tuner lives back in here. All this extra wiring mess is related to some things that I've installed, but there's a tuning unit. And then on the back here, there's a screw to remove. So let's get this thing out of its little bracket and see what we see inside. So here's what the tuner looks like inside. I took the little preamp off the back, and inside of here there are these plug-in modules. So what I'm hoping is that it's just a connection issue with one of these modules. It looks like maybe there was a little bit of water or moisture in here in the past. So I'll reseat all these and see if that gets things working again. No joy, same problem. Fortunately, I've got a couple spares. This is the original one from the car, and it's something's wrong with the tape input. And this is another spare one that I have. I don't know if I've tried it before, so we'll hook these guys up and see if we can get something. I have to admit at this point, if I can't easily get this going again, I'm just going to rip this whole system out. I'm tired of fixing it every year and a half. Okay, after playing a little bit of musical parts.
Storm Team 4 meteorologist, Steve President.
Hooray!
22 degrees and
interestingly, the presets seem to have come over from the other unit, because it now has forgotten all mine. AM works.
your destination for all things
Seek works. Go back here.
In civilization.
Both directions. Cool. So, the BE 1432 lives to play tunage another day. One of the reasons I had switched to this tuner module from the original one that came with the car is that it has these speaker outputs, and on the bottom it says, oh, 2 by 25 watt. And it looks like on the side there are some audio amplifiers, and this has the same warning on it, but the outputs on that don't actually do anything. I had stuck a little extra speaker in the spare tire well to kind of act like a sub, and that was kind of nice. So I guess I'll have to give that up. But yeah, I ended up just swapping modules around until it came back. So I suppose I should test the cassette input to be sure that's working now. So while I'm digging into this, I figured I'd look at the CD changer that wasn't working, and I just had to twiddle the dial a little bit. I think it had gotten stuck in a state that it didn't know what to do. So let's watch it inventory this. There's nothing in the first two slots. What it's doing now, you can see there's that little light sensor. Disc just interrupts it briefly, then it knows that that slot is occupied. And once it gets down to the first slot, it will load the disc and figure out how many tracks it has.
Safe zones where overdose reversing drugs will be on hand.